Hello guys and welcome to Forex Talks Official, and as usual I am your host Mr. Hooks Comics. So today I just want to talk about the safety trade, which is actually one of those setups on BTMM. So as you know, I am actually going to start by drawing our ideal market maker cycle, which is something like this. Which is something like this, right? This is actually our bigger time frame, and on our smaller time frame it will be displaying something like this. For the peak formation low and for the three pushes, peak formation, reset, 1 2 3, peak, reset, 1 2 3, and our peak formation high, right? So I am actually going to use different colors to show you where we are at a certain point in the cycle, right? And on a bigger time frame you can actually see that this was a clear W, but on a smaller time frame we got two W's, right? Don't worry, we will talk about entries in the next coming videos. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like and comment. So these three pushes here are presented by this one move on a bigger time frame, right? This point here is represented by this peak formation right after the three pushes on a smaller time frame, and this reset here, which was actually our M15. You'll see what we are talking about here at this point, and this point here was a peak formation for the second level on a smaller time frame, and this was a reset on a smaller time frame, which was actually a pullback on a bigger time frame. Then we had our peak formation high, which is actually at this point, and it is actually represented by two M's on a smaller time frame. So as I said, a safety trade is actually one of those signature trades where we take a trade after the peak formation or the ID50. If we have missed those two, we can actually time the safety trade and enter our positions, right? Remove this. It is happening here. So I'm going to deal with the smaller time frame moves first before I shift to the bigger time frame, right? And as you can see here, we had our clear, we actually had our clear peak formation low at this point, right? And if you check on your charts, that's actually what we'll do on the second video, on part 2 of the safety trades. This video is all about theory. You should know what the dealer is always doing. You would definitely see the M15, which is the exponential moving average 50, moving at this point right here, doing something like this. Then the EMA 200, which I will present with the gray painting, will be moving something. Sorry, let me rub and do something that's a bit easier to remember. Exponential moving average will be moving with something like this, right? Then you will be seeing the exponential moving average 200 will be moving in something like this, right? So as a matter of fact, a safety trade is actually taken as a trade for the next day after a 5200 cross occurs the next day, occurs the previous day actually. So I would definitely use period separators for you to understand. You see, we had our 5200 cross here, which was the previous day, right? 5200 cross. So we wait for the market maker to put AMA 50 or EMA 200 the next day, depending on the London pattern that we actually get, right? We will talk about London patterns on the next videos so that you know how to take your trades for safeties, right? Let me do this. Okay, that's our cycle, right? So I'm going to use period separators and days so that you definitely understand what's going on, right? Suppose we have, okay, sorry, I might need to wrap this move on a bigger time frame. I might need to wrap it so that you can actually understand. Sorry, it's a bit time consuming, but you will understand the concept, right? So as I said, on a smaller time frame, our cycle will be something like this, right? The peak formation, then we've got, sorry about that, I want to show you the theory point of this lesson so that you understand, guys. This is our level 1, level 2, level 3 peak, which will definitely consolidate, right? So this is actually our period separator, which separates days, right? Then the next day, right? This day, don't worry, we talk about London patterns, don't worry, you learn. This is day 1 where we had our peak. This is day 2 where we have our rise. This is day 3, and so on and so on, right? So I'll continue up to day 3 so that you understand. So this is our Asian session, and this is our stop hand low. You don't know the type of line and pattern that we'll be getting that day. I've got 3 more pushes up, peak formation, consolidation, and the Asian session for the 30-day consolidate, drop, push, 3 again, then peak formation high, right? So this is actually our peak formation high and peak formation low. It doesn't necessarily mean that it takes 3 days. No, the concept is for you to understand, right? So you definitely see the EMA 50 in this case moving in this direction with something like this. Sorry, let me do this. Have to be a bit of an accurate freak so that you understand, guys. You have to understand this concept. You definitely see 50 moving average moving that direction, then the EMA 200 will be moving in this direction, right? Something like that. So this 50 200 cross occurred on day 1 here, right? Before 50 200 cross, right? So as a matter of fact, we actually had our clear peak formation low after the previous cycle had been completed. Our previous cycle was coming from this left, and it would have been completed, and our peak would have been entered. So you'd see 5200 cross here on day 1. Then you would definitely expect a safety trade the following day, which is day 2, after the Asian session stop hand, right? Don't worry, we talk about straightaway trades and everything. You will learn. For now, you have to understand these basic concepts. So as you can see, we get this consolidation, right? Then we get our drop here, and many people were actually induced into selling, but you can actually see that the market maker created W on EMA 200, which was actually our safety trade. Then with this pushes, so our entry would have been here with a little applying of Fibonacci and stuff, but this is 95+% accurate, right? The safety trade is actually the easiest and the most safest trade to take. It's easy to integrate and